My proteinuria was lowered and creatinine dropped by 65.8%.
In this video, a pharmaceutical company just patented a combination of natural remedies that achieved the incredible. This formulation proved to be so effective against proteinuria, it dropped creatinine levels by 64.8%. And here's the best part, you won't have to pay a huge copay to get this one, because today I will show you how to make it at home. Catherine here, I'm a doctor of natural medicine, and let's be real, having proteinuria, seeing that foam on top of your urine, is the checking engine light of kidney health. When it shows up, you know it's gonna be bad. I mean, what is scarier than a test that tells you your kidneys are failing right now? However, a breakthrough combination of remedies is going to change how we look at proteinuria forever. Yes, today we are looking at one of the most impressive remedies I have seen in my entire career. This isn't just improvement, this is destruction of the disease markers. In fact, test subjects in this study had a massive drop in their creatinine levels, a 64.8% reduction in just 180 days. Wait, stop. Read that again, 64.8%. That means their creatinine was basically slashed by 2/3. That is the difference between dialysis next month and living your life. But here is the twist. The main goal of the study wasn't even reducing creatinine, it was reducing proteinuria. Because here's the thing, in modern medicine, improving proteinuria is a way more price target than reducing creatinine. It's true, creatinine tells you how your kidneys are functioning right now. But proteinuria, it tells you how your kidneys are going to function in the future. It predicts the crash before it happens. So if you have foam in your urine, if you have diabetes, or if your lab reports indicate that there is protein leaking, do not miss a second of this video. Today we are looking at the solution. So let's unlock this formulation right now. We will see how it performs on real CKD patients. We will examine the ingredients. And in the next part of the video, I will show you how to recreate the formulation at home safely. Yes, this is not just theory. After watching this video, you will be able to take action to get an improvement. So, here's how this works. As I was saying, this breakthrough study tested a combination of natural molecules on several CKD patients. The study included patients with kidney disease caused by different causes, including diabetes. And listen to this. This is a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled study, alright? This is the gold standard, the most rigorous type of trial, the only type we can really trust. So half the participants received the remedies and half received a placebo. And the results were shocking, way better than anyone expected. A 34% reduction in proteinuria was observed, and that's huge. In fact, it translated in a reduction in creatinine up to 64.8% in just 6 months. I mean, imagine that for a moment. In just 6 months, your creatinine is less than 1/3 of what it was. Not half, less than 1/3. Incredible! So what is the secret sauce? What did they use? They used 2 powerful antioxidants, NAC and taurine. Basically, the scientific equivalent of a 2010s bartender. If it exists, mix it with Red Bull. Except this time, instead of vodka, it's mucomist. And well, it actually worked. Of course, I don't recommend taking shots of Red Bull and mucomist. Please don't do that. NAC and taurine, these supplements are super easy to get. So let's look at the exact doses used in this study. The formulation is very simple. Each tablet contains 500 milligrams of taurine and 150 milligrams of NAC, taken 2 times a day. Now, while I still recommend consulting with your doctor before taking any supplement, these supplements in the dose shown are safe for patients in all the stages. NAC in particular is something I recommended a lot here in WO Clinic because there are countless studies showing that it can make a difference. We have solid science to back this up. But frankly, the 300 milligrams of NAC used in this study is a low dose. I usually recommend taking exactly twice that dose, 600 milligrams. That is what you find in most supplements, and doses up to 1200 milligrams are considered safe. This is one of those antioxidants that give you better results at higher doses, so don't be shy with it. Now, as I was saying, both NAC and taurine are available over the counter. They are cheap, they are everywhere. So do your research, find a brand you trust, and remember, take them on an empty stomach for better absorption. And just one pro tip, when you open a fresh bottle of NAC, don't forget to take a nice deep sniff, just to check if it's good. And also, don't forget to like this and share this video while you're there. But guys, there is actually one more part to the protocol we just saw, a third ingredient that will ignite the spark from these 2 powerful molecules. Because now you might ask, how is this even possible? So, why did this work? Why did 2 simple supplements destroy proteinuria when expensive drugs failed? Well guys, here's the thing. These 2 supplements together are addressing the real cause of the damage, which is oxidative stress. And here's how this works. Most people think diabetes damages the kidneys because of the sugar, right? They think the sugar is corroding the kidney like rust. Wrong! That is not how the human body works. Sugar is just the trigger. But the bullet, the thing that actually rips through your kidney tissue, it is oxidative stress, not sugar, not diabetes itself. What causes the actual damage in your kidneys are free radicals, aka oxidative stress. High sugar depletes your natural antioxidants, and once they are gone, the free radicals tear your filters apart. Please let that sink in for a moment. Because once you understand how diabetes damages the kidneys, which is through oxidative stress, you also understand how taking NAC and taurine can fight diabetes and CKD in general. Now guys, it's also worth noting that NAC and taurine alone could not achieve this result, alright? They need to be combined to get the job done. It's not 1 + 1 = 2. Nope. It is synergy. Think of it this way. Your kidneys are a house in a hurricane. NAC is the crew that throws the water out with the buckets because it acts as a free radical scavenger. Taurine is the crew that rebuilds the walls because it stabilizes the cell membranes. Alone, they are overwhelmed. Together, they stop the storm. And here's the thing. NAC and taurine, they are not even the most powerful antioxidants you can get. They are the infantry. If you want to win the war, you need the special forces. So question, what antioxidants are a mandatory requirement for CKD patients? There are 6 powerhouses I recommend to all my patients. You can see them on screen. We are talking about the heavy hitters, not just NAC, but also CoQ10, vitamin C, vitamin E, selenium, zinc. These are the most studied, most powerful molecules when it comes to stopping kidney damage in its tracks. And when taken together, they can make a measurable difference. CoQ10 in particular is a beast. We have seen documented cases where high-dose antioxidant therapy jump-started dead kidneys back to life. CoQ10 works incredibly well if you take it with the other antioxidants I'm showing you today. But here is the problem. Buying 6 different bottles of high-quality antioxidants is expensive and it's a hassle. That is why I created RenaBest, I didn't want my patients playing chemist in their kitchen. I wanted them to have the full shield. Rena Best is the only renal multivitamin on the market that includes this specific high-dose antioxidant blend. It has the CoQ10 to spark energy. It has the selenium and zinc to fight inflammation. It has the vitamins to rebuild. All in one. Because here's the science. When you take these antioxidants together, the effect is exponential. You aren't getting 6 times the benefit. You are getting 100 times. So, if you're ready to take away the bullet that is killing your kidneys, if you want to stop oxidative stress cold, visit renabiotech.co right now. Get a bottle of Rena Best. Give your kidneys the armor they deserve. Now, I can hear you asking, Catherine, why bother with supplements when there are drugs like Forxiga or Lisinopril? My doctor says those drugs are enough to control my proteinuria. Is that right? Well, here's the thing. Actually, taking Forxiga combined with an ACE inhibitor can decrease proteinuria substantially, between 31% and 47% in 3 months. That is huge. If your doctor prescribed them, take them, especially if you are in the earlier stages. The sooner you start, the better they work. But the idea that it's drugs or supplements, that is dead wrong. Proteinuria is a war, and you don't win a war with just one soldier. This is a war that should be fought on all fronts, alright? The drugs lower the pressure. The antioxidants repair the damage. It is not drugs versus nature. It is you versus the disease. These medications work. The antioxidants I just shown you work as well. Combined together, the effect is even bigger. And that's how you win the war against kidney disease. Now guys, as I was saying, there is one last piece of the puzzle, the final key to that 64% reduction in creatinine, the diet. So here's the thing, you are not going to get that huge drop in proteinuria and that even bigger improvement in kidney function without a renal diet. There is just no way. So if you are new here or if you are still unsure about avoiding meat, dairy, and anything with protein in it, think about this for a second. In this study, even patients in the initial stages of the disease and even those with diabetes were able to achieve a huge drop in their creatinine levels by cutting protein from their diet, alright? And by the way, they use cystatin C to measure kidney function here. But the renal diet isn't just about cutting stuff out. It's about swapping in the foods that fight for you. This is why today I also want to show you 4 foods that act like medicine against proteinuria. So you will know what to eat instead of meat and dairy. Number 1 is soy foods, tofu, tempeh, edamame. Studies show that replacing animal protein with minimally processed soy lowers creatinine and proteinuria. Yes, soy goes beyond the effect of just removing meat and dairy. But a warning, soy is still protein. If you are stage 3B or later, watch your portions. Don't go overboard. Remember that cutting protein is always going to be the most effective step against proteinuria. Now, something even better is number 2, flaxseed. Forget expensive superfoods. This is the MVP. I recommend adding exactly 20 grams of ground flaxseed to your morning oats every single day. Why? Because science says it can make a huge difference. Actually, a recent study says it beats the competition. Here, listen to this. Flaxseed meal was more effective than soy protein in reducing proteinuria, says a recent study. Oh, those researchers. I mean, imagine being a soy researcher, feeling good about your study, and then boom, some flaxseed guy just bodies your entire career in one publication. Oh, you think soy is good for your kidneys? Hold my beaker. Yeah, it's incredible how these researchers are always one-upping their colleagues. Anyway, our number 3 is something that's so good for you, I don't even have to show you the scientific data. Garlic! This is nature's blood pressure whisperer. It is a vasodilator. It opens up your blood vessels and takes the pressure off your kidney filters. It stabilizes the filtration barrier. You can use a supplement like Kyolic, but real garlic is cheaper and stronger. Means 5 cloves. Put them in the fridge. Eat a little every day. One more proteinuria destroying superfood. Number 4, olive oil. This is liquid gold for your kidneys. Not many people know this, but olive oil reduces protein excretion and increases creatinine clearance. It's true. And I'm showing you the science on this one because it's pretty impressive. You see, the way olive oil helps is by reducing the inflammation in the kidneys. But, and here's the fine print, olive oil is calorie dense. Oils are the most calorie dense foods on earth. So if you are trying to lose weight, use it sparingly, alright? But if you need to keep weight on, drench your food in it. And guys, if you want more kidney saving tips, my video appears for you, and this is all for today. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. Bye bye.